Hello, this is Zeke777, and welcome to episode 4 of Arcane Revolution. We got a lot to do. We've got ourselves a big warehouse, which is pretty much empty, and we got a whole lot of bricks now, so let's figure out what we want to do with it. To start things off today, I have a few things on my to-do list, namely, that is, go over my to-do list. I have it kind of split into various sections here, which I'm just going to call districts of our city. The first is the residential district, which is going to be mostly housing type things, so it'll be food, restaurants, a town hall, because we do have our, Ancient Warfare, yes, which needs a town hall. So we're going to need to have a town hall somewhere. I want to do a town square, which really is just going to be purely decorative. They put like a Christmas tree or something there when it gets to that season. A church, which is going to be blood magic. Yeah, we got a couple things for residential. Next up, we have our commercial district. Main thing here is going to be automation type things. Auto crafting, I want to automate Botania. Wizardry altar can go here. Thaumcraft infusion stuff. Redstone distribution and control. That's going to be pretty much the brains of the center of the entire city, really. We have storage here, but I'm going to basically hook this all up to, I think, Corporea, and link it over to a redstone distribution control, which is going to be using, I think I'm going to go with Immersive Engineering wires and have wires go throughout town instead of having Corporea go everywhere. I'm going to have power lines, which are going to be a bunch of redstone controls, probably encoded in some sort to be able to control on and off. Next up, industrial. This is going to be heavy industry, so our cobble works, brick factory, smelter area. We have Immersive Engineering, so blast furnace, coke oven, that sort of thing. Power gen. Need some power. Both Immersive Engineering and Botania. Ore processing will probably take place here, as well as ore generation, but I'm not sure what I want to do for that one. And let's see, agriculture. We need food. Food's definitely a big thing this series, so we got tree farms, crops, livestock, bees, and olive oil. Oil production I might have be somewhere in town, and then have the trees just be outside. I might actually have that entirely in town as well, I'm not entirely sure. And then various decorative things. So, town square, already mentioned that one. We're a port city, we need a lighthouse. And then, last but not least, the docks and port itself. Let's just take damage here. Can I bounce? Should have landed on that. Yeah, so we have a small dock. We have one dock and one visitor. I want to kind of expand this whole area here, and I'll probably put the lighthouse maybe over on that island. Right now I'm using that as kind of a lookout to be able to kind of just oversee the town proper. I added a bit of decoration. I've got wisdom wood fences going all along here, and I did finish the roof. Unfortunately, I didn't actually build a building yet, an additional building, so all my stuff is still pretty much just sitting out here. I set some waypoints here. Residential is in front of us. That's blue stuff. Over here is commercial. Off on that side, industrial, and I think north of town will be our agricultural. So let's figure out how we want to move things and organize this town. One of my biggest problems right now is figuring out where I want to put everything. I have this bridge here. It's a lovely bridge. It's not complete yet. Definitely not going to be complete for a while. And I'm still trying to figure out the road material for my town. I kind of like the limestone, but I don't know. Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do anything, or even nothing at all, to the river itself. So on this side here, I have kind of almost a canal type thing. I've got a walkway along the top there. This side I haven't done anything with. I don't really like it just going down into the water. I'd like to have some sort of river front, I think. But I don't really know how I want to do that. Yeah, so that's a kind of work in progress. Need to figure out that one. Over here, I know I want another bridge type thing here. I was thinking putting a church there, so I laid out sort of the blood altar there. I don't have any progress on that, it's just wood. But I don't know. I don't really know, because with the blood altar, you need to be able to have a well of suffering near it. Generally under it is how it usually goes. But if I do that, then I don't really know what to do about the water and the river. I am going to knock out this middle part here. I want that to go all the way through and connect. Otherwise it's kind of just weird right now. But for now, I'm not really sure. Also, I don't really know how big it needs to be. The blood altar is fairly large usually. Let's put a torch here. I'm thinking a town square over here, but I just kind of held off until I figure out if I actually want the church here or what I want. But yeah, these usually get pretty big. So I would need the church to be fairly wide, and I'm not sure if I want that right here. Yeah. To think about that one. That's kind of the layout of the town here. I haven't really done a whole lot else. If I go to map here, we are here. We've got a little bridge for the church, main bridge that we're looking at here. This area down here is a giant hillside, so I might put some stuff up there. Commercial and industrial districts here, agriculture to the north. I haven't really put anything in there, but one of the things is stone. I'm running out of stone. I used to have quite a few chests, but it turns out you actually go through a lot of it when you're building. So just regular mining isn't going to cut it anymore. We need cobbleworks, which means we also need to find a place for it. So I'm thinking industrial district. So cobbleworks. So we have a couple options here. We basically need cobble, right? That's the kind of basis for this. And we have a couple options for breaking things. One is a golem. I don't have any Thaumcraft yet, so that's not an option. We have a block breaker from random things, and we have an automatic breaker from embers rekindled. This is a mostly magic pack, so I think we're going to go with embers rekindled. So for that, I need lead. So let's grab a bunch of lead out of here, just melting that up. And what's our recipe here? We got lead ingots here, iron plate, iron ingot, and redstone. So let's make a couple of those. Well, made 3 of those. And the reason I made 3 is, well, we only really need 1 right now. But the other day when I was mining, I noticed something on the map. If I go to J here, and let's go to caves, I saw this structure here. Lots of white and some blue. So I'm like, well, that's kind of an unusual structure to just randomly be there. So I dug. Oh, this is not the right spot. Down here. So I basically just started walking. Lots of marble, which is kind of cool. And then we found this area here. Now, this is from Astral Sorcery. What it is, there's ore. Mine it. It breaks. Mine it. It breaks. Yes. So this is basically, it's not an infinite source of ore, but it is pretty darn efficient, and it's useful. I forgot to bring a chest down here. Do I have a chest in one of my bags? Ah, yes, I do. Okay. So this one, really easy. We're just going to go and take... I don't remember which direction I need to place this, so we'll place that there. Break our tin, and automatic breaker. So it's either going to break the chest or it's going to break the ore. We will see. Shift right click, of course. Cool. That should be working. Why is it going to me? Now, I believe that was supposed to be automatically exporting. It doesn't seem to be wanting to do that, though. Which is a little annoying. Let's turn that off then. Pretty sure it said that it would be able to go into the inventory. Let's just collect everything that came off. Thank you. Let me check my book. Let's see. Akashic Tome. We want Ancient Codex. Smithing? Nope. What about Metallurgic Constructs? No. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a automatic breaker. Place it facing a particular direction, and the grinding blade on its front will break the block in front of it. By default, these blocks will simply drop in the world, but can be automatically collected by placing a bin behind the breaker. Ah, okay, so we need a bin. What is a bin? How do I make a bin? When in doubt, JEI. So, bin. Not a trapdoor bin, I just want a regular bin. That is just iron ingots and an iron plate, so let's go grab one of those. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going to make 2 of these bins. The reason for that is, of course, because we need one for this little automation thing here, but also we need one for our actual cobble works itself. So we have 2 bins, and I have a bunch of iron left. Let's make 2 hoppers. Okay, we have our bin. We place you on top of a hopper. The reason for that is so it'll go into a chest. So let's go and place a chest. No, let's do it here. We'll break you and replace you. We need our hopper. Where'd you go? Okay, hopper goes in there. Awesome. And then our block breaker can go as we had it before, right here. That's still not doing anything. Turn you off. I'm wondering if the bin probably needs to be rotated. Okay, stop. Okay, let's pick everything up again and throw everything into here. Okay, so don't need you, don't need any of this stuff. Cool, go away. Okay, so bin, I believe, is actually directional. Let's try that again. Let's climb up so we can see what we're doing. Break you. Give me back my bin, please. Okay, so let's try with, if I put dirt here, Can I place my bin against that? That does not seem to be doing anything. Machinations of fire, automatic breaker, placing a bin behind the breaker. That's what I did. I wonder if I have to place the breaker then the bin. That's kind of weird. I'm assuming out. Yeah, that's the wrong direction. Okay. You like that. You break that. Go away. And a bin now. Okay, so random thought. Let's try this. I said behind it. Maybe that'll work. So we've got that there. We want a block of some variety. I want a block of some variety here. Break you out, and maybe this will work. I don't know. Kind of, except for the whole magnet thing. No. Not doing anything, just collecting here. Okay. I don't know. That's really weird. Okay. Place you there. It breaks and gets put in here. So that's half the problem. So that does work, but I would have thought a hopper would have been able to pull it out of it. Let's actually read up on that. So if I look in here, somewhere in here is a bin. Item transfer, maybe. Natural energy, maybe. Bin. Oh, I bet a trapdoor bin. Redstone signal is applied, bottom opens up and its contents flow out immediately. It can also be used to automatically collect outputs from some machines. How do you extract from it though? I would have thought a hopper would. I guess I could do this and then just redstone pulse it constantly, but that's annoying. Okay. I think we're onto something. If there's a hopper under here, not sure why it wasn't working. That breaks, goes in here, and gets pulled in here. We're at 2. 3. So that does work. Then why don't you work here? Let's try breaking this bin because that's the wrong setup. Let's go ahead, put our hopper back on here where it was before. Hopper goes here. Bin goes... Bin went in here, didn't it? Yep, bin. Bin goes on top. Okay, that's there. That should be working. Let's break all of our extra dirt everywhere. You are in the wrong spot. Okay. So, in theory, this should work. Automatic breaker. Let's just clear that. So if I go, magnet is off. Okay. You are not working. Why does it work over here? If anything, the cobblestone should still be going in there, right? Okay. Random thought. It's annoying, but random thought. Let's place a chest here. Chest goes there. Hopper goes here. Bin. Bin goes in here. Bin goes here. It's probably one of those stupid directional things, isn't it? Nope, that's still happening. Okay, not sure. Okay, so I'm going to have to revisit this guy here. We're not actually hurting really for any of these resources anyway at the moment. I don't really need a whole lot of this. I have tons of this upstairs already. So we're gonna ignore you for a little bit. We're gonna go back to what we actually started work on, which is cobblegen, because we know this works for cobblestone. Across from our storehouse here, we have our lovely industrial district. Doesn't look industrial. We need to actually start building stuff. So we need a cobblegen, right? There's a couple ways we can do this. We can have it be just a standalone cobblestone generator building, which will be just one building, which will be kind of a small building, maybe like a shop front on it, or a storefront type thing. The other alternative is to have it be a full cobble works building, which will be a bit more in-depth, and I'll have to figure out, we don't need sand. Sand is generated pretty nicely over there, but gravel we'll need, especially because there's concrete now, which is probably going to use a whole lot. Concrete powder uses, yeah, gravel, sand, and color. So if we ever want to build with that, which we probably do, we're going to need lots of gravel. So we'll need a crusher of some sort. In fact, let's look at the recipe for that gravel. We have a Magneticraft grinder, alchemy table. That would be a pain to automate, but we could probably do it actually. That'll be annoying. Crusher. I'm thinking crusher. It's kind of an industrial feel. I think crusher. What about mana infusion? That is... no, that's just bad. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go with a Immersive Engineering Crusher, which is going to be a whole lot more work to do, but we know we can at least lay out a space for it. So for now, we need cobblestone. I think we are going to go with one building for at least a basic cobblestone and crusher. I think that'll work. Alrighty, so it is a brand new morning, and I think I got an idea. So I want this to be kind of a small place here. The layout here on the ground is cobblestone. That's going to be just what I have as the base. It's a chisel texture, of course. And I just have a basic vanilla cobble gen. So just boom, boom, yeah. I think that'll work. I might redesign this so it goes a little bit faster, but I think this is basically the concept I want. Problem is I ran out of cobblestone, which is why we are here. So let's go ahead, grab our bin. Now if I place a bin here, there we go. Mouse clicked a little weird there. Let's break underneath here, and we need a hopper, and we need a chest. So let's put a hopper to this direction. Thank you. This marble? Okay. I have plenty of marble. So hopper can go there, and can I get out of here? Dirt. Okay. And then other side here, we're going to put our chest. Nothing too fancy. At some point this is going to be hooked up to actual automation, but for now... go away, zombies. Go away. One thing is, I do need to get a lot of experience here. I took my Vengeance pickaxe, and I put it in the purifier and grabbed off the Fortune 5, but I need 35 levels in order to actually put it on my Mana Steel pickaxe, so we're going to be without it for a while. But it's about to break, so yeah. Oop, fell. So oak chest can go there and there. We're just going to do a double chest for now, and that's really just going to sit like that. That's pretty much done. Let's grab our automatic breaker, go over here, and done. That's going to go into the bin, and that works, and fills up our chest. So that is slowly but surely going to be producing cobble. At some point I will probably revisit this, make it a little bit faster. Probably just have several breakers is what I'm going to do. But it's pretty much done for that basic concept. So let's fill in our dirt here, dirt there, cobblestone, cobblestone, and let's replace these guys as well. I might bump this up a level. I'm not entirely sure how I want this to actually look when it's done. For now, it's just going to be here. And I have this area over here for, I believe the crusher should fit in here, hopefully. If not, then I'll just go out another row here. But, I need more cobblestone. That should be enough. Let's grab our chisel, throw this in here, and I think I used weathered bricks for the floor here. And let's just fill in the rest. So fill in here, and now we have lots of brick to make our walls. Well, instead of the L shape that I had before, I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the crusher over here, because I think there isn't quite enough room, and also if I had it the other way, then I wouldn't really have enough room for a little entrance area. Because since this is a city, I do want this to be more like a shop. So I'll probably put like a counter maybe here, so you can see that they're working behind the counter, but for the most part, a normal person would walk in here, customer would say, oh, I want to buy a bunch of cobblestone. Yeah, that's how it's going to work in my mind. Let's go over here and finish our wall. What I'm using here is a chisel variant of bricks, which gives a kind of solid border. So it kind of breaks up just the regular brick texture. So, like I said, I do want most of the city, I should say, to be brick. It's going to be kind of the main theme. But for now, we need to actually lay down our foundations. So you are good. There we go. So I think this is going to be our structure for here, and then I'll just kind of center, maybe off-center. I'll off-center because then I can have like a conveyor belt or something working. But yeah, that is the general idea. We're getting quite a lot of cobble, which is good. It's not the fastest thing, but then again, I'm not going to be processing this into sand. Sand we've already got, so sand for clay, that's taken care of. The main thing is I need cobblestone so I can build a thing to build our mana gen. So let's go ahead and work on this a little bit more. Okay, we've got a little bit of the walls in. I did cut out a window here and a couple windows just overlooking the ocean here. It's kind of small ones here, and then I've got a bigger window back here for better ventilation because they're going to be working back here. So that's, again, I'm trying to keep a kind of a theme, logical, like how it would actually be built if this was real. Yeah, but I'm enjoying this so far. Let's cut out this window as well. I think that'll be a nice thing. It's going to be kind of weird because it's even with the ground. Sorry for that, the laundry is buzzing. It's even with the ground, so I might have to trim back the dirt here as well, which I'm probably going to do anyway. I'm going to do lots of terraforming throughout this whole area. We need lights. F4. How do I want my lights to look? I usually put a couple at the door. The thing is that I don't really want to just have spammed torches everywhere. Just out of, torches aren't the coolest looking thing. But I'm not really sure. For now, that at least keeps everything not spawnable, which is good. And we're going to keep that a solid wall because the grinder is going to be back there, so it doesn't really matter anyway. We need a roof. I think I'm going to go with the slate. I'm going to try to keep a theme throughout the base of maybe slate or a couple other things. There's like this. Ooh, concrete has nice colors as well. Can you be made into a slab? You can't be made into a slab. Okay, well, let's see what we do have for slabs. Slab. Lots of cool ones. I hear something walking up on me. Click, there we go. Yes. Go away, zombie. At some point, I will capture one of you and turn you into a villager, but not today. Let's go inside here a little bit safer. Maybe. Okay, slab. We've got a lot of things we can build with here. That's from Abyssal Craft, so where you don't have that yet. Immersive Engineering has a lot of different ones. Hempcrete. Yeah, I think what I might do, actually, is have maybe a themed color. So, like, the industrial district will have maybe the black slate, and then, something else for the other ones. I'm not really sure yet, but going to be making up as we go. For now, I think this is basically good for the interior. Might rotate this. I probably will rotate this. I'm going to move it at some point anyway, maybe bump it up so that I can have easier access to the chest. Although, honestly, the chest is going to be sending things back to base anyway at some point. But for now, it's a nice little building. This is going to be the crusher. I think the inside is basically done. I might swap these out for stairs. Maybe. Yeah. It's a shop. You walk in, you have a door. A door is another thing I need. Walk in, you have the counter. I might put a person back here when I have, what is it? Ancient Warfare. Hello, wizard. Go away, wizard. Because you can then have those guys, I think you can have them generate RF for you. So I might have him basically manually powering the crusher. That'd be kind of funny. But we need a roof. Let's get a roof. Alrighty, and the last finishing touches. Last couple pieces here. Now I went with a little bit of a lower roof, but I also wanted this to be a slab bottom. That way I don't have to worry too much about spawning areas. At some point, I believe Immersive Engineering has a lamp that will basically prevent spawns within a range of it without having to use lighting. So I'm going to probably go with that throughout the whole town just to avoid having to have torch spam. So for now though, I think this will work. Here and here, just on all the corners I think will work. Yeah, that works. Let's go ahead and patch up the back here as well. You and you. Break you. And I believe we have a finished build. Still don't have a grinder. Let's turn off the light thing there. And yeah, I think this is a good, nice little place. I want a window here. Yeah, and probably get rid of that tree. Made a couple little additions here. One, we have some windows. Yay, those are actually placed in now. And then over here, put a comparator, because this guy was filling up and really just throwing the cobblestone everywhere. So now it's turned off because I have a full chest, as well as a full hopper and a full bin. So that is now full, and it turns this guy off. So if I draw a stack out, let's go ahead, grab a stack. That will start draining very slowly because this guy here is actually still full. So once that were to empty out, and then this were to go below a stack, or below a, actually below, that'd have to be completely empty for this to turn off. But that's fine because it's still a full double chest. So I think that's pretty awesome. Next up, we need a place for this guy. Now, I was going to name it something, the Cobbler probably. But we don't have we need a city name. So if you guys happen to have any ideas for names for the city, that'd be awesome because then we can name this place and actually have well, it's just having a name is nice for identity. So once we can get a name, then we can get this guy a name. For now, we're just going to call it the Cobbler. And I think that's pretty much it for that build. I did clear out a space over here for the next project, but I think that's going to be in the next episode. I have a couple more things I want to do in this episode, though, so let's get on with that. I want to revisit the astral sorcery area, because that'd be kind of handy having ore coming in. So instead of actually trying to have it, go automatically into a box, I'm just going to go with a hopper hock, because that works. So let me go grab a dirt, and we'll be right back. Let's water our plants here, get some mana coming in, and then go over here, and let's make ourselves hopper hock. Pretty simple, it's just the same, 2 of those, 1 of those, 2 of those, and a seed. Oh, and a redstone root. There we go, hopper hock, and I got my dirt block. Let's go automate some ore. Nothing too fancy. Block breaker here, I have a lever on it right now, and I just had a copper block on me was all I had. So yeah, this is going to be just real simple. Dirt block here, and hopper hock here. That's it. Turn you off. That's going to keep breaking. And let's turn off our own magnet here. So it should just pick everything up and toss it into the chest. There we go. Now I would rather, of course, have this be going through with fortune, but I don't really have an automated way of doing that at the moment, so instead this is what we got. But still automatic. Woo! Well, that's a little ironic. I ran upstairs to grab a second chest to put here just in case, and turns out we were that close to finishing that off anyway. So that was a little useless. Oh well. A little disappointing that I finally got around to automating that, and then it runs out. But whatever. In the meantime, we now have an extra hopper hock, so if we need one, there it is. Let's throw you and you in here, even though you are not Britannia. I still need an actual sorting system set up here, but we'll get to work on that later. As you know, Halloween is coming up, and we have a mod in here called Fairy Lights. So I decided we should do a little bit of decorating. It's got a couple of these. I've got the black and orange pumpkins here. I've got some ghosts and, what is it, witch things, whatever. Yeah, I'm just going to throw in these all around here just to, add a bit of festivity to the place. I kind of like the idea of actually decorating the place. It is a city after all, and I'd imagine that they'd do some sort of decorations and such. So let's just kind of string these around here. I'm not actually sure how far these guys can reach, but yeah, just a couple lights here and there, and hopefully liven up the city. Well, it's at least a little more festive inside our storage hall here, a little bit outside as well. I'm just going to leave them up for a few weeks here. I'm not actually sure how long to keep them up. I'm recording these a little in advance, so it's a little early for Halloween for me, but it will be coming up soon. So I think by the time it comes out, it'll be right around Halloween, if not the week before. Depends. But I hope you enjoy. This is kind of a shorter episode this time, but we did get new building done, which is going to help us out immensely for what we're building, and we can start working on additional buildings and actually filling out this city. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.